What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Easy C SRT, and if you trying to buy a Mopar 2023-2024, you might want to listen up to this. Range in there on low. We are definitely getting gas today. I'll rock with it for now, but it's not what I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all today. I just wanted to come on here and talk about these cars in general, with them going away, this being the last production year, 2023, going into the 2024 year. If you still looking for Mopar, you still looking for Charger, Challenger, 6.4 liter, 6.2 liter, I got some news for y'all, man. I got some news for y'all. As far as I was just looking yesterday, which I actually wanted to get this video out yesterday, but my camera battery died. Didn't have enough juice in the camera, so we back here again today. It's take two. I wanted to let y'all know, man, that these dealerships, they seem like they are coming down on these prices. Even though they coming down a little bit now, it's still in y'all best interest to hold out for 2024 if you are looking for a Charger, Challenger. If you looking for a Jeep, you know it's over for Jeep. So you gotta get in where you fit in with the Jeep, man. It's over. Well, I bought my Jeep $42,000 at 37.5 miles, 37,500 miles. Nice little all-wheel drive Charger up here, I believe. But I bought my Jeep about 5,000 miles ago. I'm driving it a lot less now because it's winter outside, but I do have quite a bit of things to do today. It's a beautiful day outside. It's about 44, 45. I don't even know if y'all can see that up there, but it's a beautiful day outside today for it to be the middle of December in Buffalo. In regards to buying these Mopars, when they taxing the hell out of the door, it don't even really seem like they want you to get in these cars, man. They selling these cars for the price of European luxury at this point, you know. The selling point of Dodge was always that it not necessarily cheap, but it's power for a bargain. That was always the selling point of Dodge. Not, I mean, if you look at a Dodge interior, a Jeep interior, a Durango interior, none of these will ever compare or be able to compete with a European BMW or Mercedes-Benz. It's just not gonna ever be able to compete in that stratosphere as far as when it comes to interior. Now, I get you paying for the engine and, you know, but at the same time, these cars are just not worth the price that they are going for today. Like, back in 2018, cars were priced regularly, and you could pick one of these up. You could pick up a Jeep SRT. I mean, they were just starting to get a little bit on the pricey side. 2018 was the first year of the track hog, but I believe that you could get you a Jeep still, a SRT for under 70K, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know that to be 100% fact, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that you could get you a Jeep SRT for under 50K. Or not under 50K, I'm sorry, under 70K. Which is right where these things should land, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit, you know, if you get it fully optioned out, mid to high 70s, but like, base price for this car, no more than 68, 67,000. All your add-ons, you know, you might get up to 75, 76 or whatnot, but you shouldn't be paying 80K for an SRT when, if you don't live in a climate that don't require all-wheel drive, more than likely you would just drive, you know, you could buy a Hellcat at 80K, especially used. You could buy previous years. You could buy a Hellcat with 80K. And the pricing that they have these things on are so fucked up, because like you could buy a 392 Wrangler for the price of a TRX. And it's like, I mean, at that point, in my opinion, you would really have to just want a Wrangler, because the TRX is just a better truck all around. And I mean, they're both limited to about the same speed, and one's a Hellcat and one's a 392. So in my opinion, they're both all-wheel drive. I mean, one weighs a little bit less. Why would you go 392 Wrangler when you get a TRX? That's just my opinion. Pretty Durango. It's a 392, I believe. Do not give the dealerships the upper hand in your deal. Go get financing before, preferably from a local credit union, unless you're just really tied in with your bank. Get financing before you go to the dealer. Make sure you have a check in hand so they can't tell you nothing. You feel me? If you got a check in hand, you going in there with the check, and you telling them what you gonna spend or what you want to spend. The way that these cars are sitting and the way that they have everything else sitting on their lot, they can't really tell you no as long as you got a realistic offer. They ain't never really gonna be able to tell you no. But another thing I want to talk about, man, is the negative attention that you get. Negative attention that you may acquire right after you done bought your whip and you feel like you all set, you good. Right after you done bought the car, man, you got a whole nother set of problems. And these problems are all problems we are all aware of when we buy these cars. So it's not really the biggest deal, but at the same time, it's a lot to have to worry about when you're just trying to buy and purchase and enjoy a car, man. And those things are theft and the police. Lord knows our cars are definitely sought after, and people want to steal them. People don't want to work for them. My mindset was, man, if I wanted this shit, man, I'd get up and go work for it, man. And shit, me being young, you know, I'm happy I've been able to, you know, have my fun while I'm young. But I ain't never just thought of getting up and stealing a man's car or stealing somebody else's hard work. Like, I look at it and it motivates me to be able to go and grind and get that shit myself, man. I don't know where these new age kids, it gotta be kids, because it's not really adults doing this shit. I mean, it's younger adults. But I don't know where these people get off with stealing shit and getting satisfaction out of taking something that they ain't worked for. I mean, it's easy, but at the same time, that shit ain't no good, bro. It's no good for none of us. It's no good for none of us, man. Raise our insurance rates. And also, in turn, with all of these thefts, it's why the police tend to pull our cars over more, because especially when they see somebody like us driving these shits. I ain't gonna say that, you know, everybody don't get harassed, but if you young and you black, or even if you own the car at all, but specifically if you young and black, you definitely get targeted. Whether you bought the car or you stole the car, they're gonna assume you stole it, and they're gonna pull you over just for fun. I'd have been pulled over going 45 in a 45. I'd have been pulled over going, man, I'd have been pulled over for any and everything. And I mean, as much as I like this car, I can't lie, it is very annoying. And it's something that you have to deal with if you plan on buying these cars. You know, it may not happen to you immediately. It may be a while before, you know, you experience something like that, but at the end of the day, it will happen to you. Like, I've been pulled over for going the speed limit. I've been pulled over for doing some crazy shit, and it's a toss-up between if they want to give you a ticket or not. Like, I've literally been pulled over doing 120, going in and out of traffic, cutting up, because 30 minutes before I was pulled over for going 45 in the speed limit. it is a toss up. And none of those times I got tickets, and both of those times I was driving my 392 Scat Pack. But it's a toss up between if they want to give you the ticket or not. Like it really just depends on how they're feeling, because I've escaped tickets where I probably definitely should have gotten tickets, but at the same time I've also gotten a ticket for going 80 in a 55 when everybody else was going 80 in a 55, and my radar detector didn't light up until I got right next to him, and everyone else was going about 80 until, you know, everyone started to move over. And then as soon as they moved over, I saw the cop on my left, and when I saw him, it was already too late because he already lit me up. I had got the motivation to make this video because I was looking around at the prices. I'm too late now. It seems like they all gone, but it was so many Chargers and Challengers that are not 2023. You could probably still find a couple, and this is up in New York State. New York State has been taxing on these cars since the beginning of time, and I've always said, you know, if I want to get a good deal, you know, I might have to drive. Unfortunately for me, I mean, I didn't really get the best deal. I bought my 18 Scat Pack for about the same as I bought this, and in my opinion, this car is worth more than that Scat. Forget the year. This car is worth more than the Scat. Just with all the features it has and everything combined into it, this car is worth more than that Scat. And it's the same car, just 4 years newer, 4 years older, whatever. But it's the same car. Just getting the car isn't enough. Like, you got to understand, when you get these cars, it's a lot that comes with it. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I myself have personally experienced driving these cars around. And it's just a matter of sometimes being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a whole mess of other factors. Like sometimes wrong place, wrong time. Other times they just want to mess with you, man. And that's just a sad truth, whether it be the police or thieves. And like, I knock on wood, man, I'm no better than anybody on this earth, but I feel like theft is not really a problem that I have to look out for. As far as police go, they don't like when we drive these cars. You got one, take care of it, and for the most part, try not to drive around like an idiot. I know it's hard. You spend a lot of money on it. You save it. You obviously want to use all the power. I'm not saying don't use the power, especially if you drive your car around all the time and people might start to recognize, you know, oh, this driver, you know, just drive like you got some sense. You do come in contact with police, it's always a chance that you're going to encounter police. And like, I definitely don't think I'm better than, I don't encounter police enough to know this. So all I could tell you is have your car clean, and don't have your car smelling like any type of paraphernalia. Don't bring nothing illegal in the car. If you carry legally, carry responsibly. Don't have any drugs in the car. Don't have your car smell like anything. Like, have it smell like new car scent, because it just gives them another reason to want to bother you. And the last thing that you need is to give them another reason to bother you. On your journey to getting a Mopar, man, I hope you watched this video and I hope you found it informative. 2023, 2024, y'all Charger Challenger boys, y'all hold out. You wanted Durango, you hold out too. Them 21s is gonna be coming down. 21 should be 60, 50K right now, slightly used. I don't have the stats on that, but that's around where I figured they would be. TRXs, 21s, you could probably find you a solid deal on them too. Jeep, if you want to go Jeep, 21 is the last year. 21 was the last year, man. That was 2 years ago. If you find you a Jeep that you like, you're gonna have to talk out that deal, because they probably not gonna come down on the price that much. The Jeep is over with. They're done manufacturing these, so if you want one of these, you got to get in where you fit in. That's gonna be all for this video, man. Y'all take it easy.